Hey students, welcome. This is The Explainer, your go-to guide for nailing those Class 10 concepts, and this is all powered by A1 Institute. Today we are diving deep into a really crucial chapter, gender, religion, and caste. We're going to break down exactly how these things shape our politics and get you totally ready for your exams.
All right, let's jump right in with a massive question, one that's really at the heart of everything we're talking about today. Can religion and politics ever truly be separated? I mean, really. It sounds simple, but it's a super complex issue, especially here in India.
Okay, so here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to cover religion, morals, and politics. Then the big challenge of communalism, how the secular state is the answer, the role of caste in politics, and finally, we'll look at India's social and religious diversity. Let's get started.
All right, first stop, religion, morals, and politics. This relationship is, well, it's complicated. It's really complex and definitely not as simple as just saying, hey, let's keep them apart. So check this out. Mahatma Gandhi famously said, religion can never be separated from politics. Now, hold on, before you jump to conclusions, he wasn't talking about making India a religious state, not at all. What he meant was that politics must be guided by ethics and moral values, the kind you find in all religions, not just one in particular.
And this is where we see the two faces of religion and politics, right? On one side, it can be a really constructive force. Think about human rights groups using moral values to demand protection for minorities. But on the flip side, it can be incredibly destructive, pitting one group against another or claiming one religion is superior. It's a real double-edged sword.
And this leads us straight to one of the most dangerous forms of religion in politics, communalism. This is what happens when religion stops being about faith and starts becoming a tool for division.
So, what is communalism? Well, the key idea here is the belief that your religion is the only thing that matters, that people of the same faith form one single community with the exact same interests. But you know that's a flawed idea, right? Our interests are shaped by so many other things.
And you can see how it plays out in politics. It starts with simple things, like everyday prejudice and stereotypes. But then it can morph into a belief that one religion is superior. And from there, it becomes a quest for political dominance, using sacred symbols and emotional appeals to get votes. In the most extreme, terrible cases, it explodes into communal violence and riots.
Okay, so how does a country as incredibly diverse as India even begin to handle a challenge like this? Well, that brings us to the solution our Constitution provides, the secular state.
Now, these are the absolute key features you need to remember for your exam. First, India has no official state religion. Second, every single person has the freedom to profess, practice, and share their religion. Third, the Constitution completely prohibits discrimination based on religion. And finally, the state can actually intervene in religious matters to ensure equality, like when it banned untouchability.
All right, let's shift our focus now from religion to another really deep-rooted social division in India, and that is caste. So unlike gender or religion, which are divisions you find across the world, caste division is pretty unique to India. It's all about a rigid hierarchy based on hereditary occupation, and it involves the exclusion and discrimination of outcast groups.
And it's so important to remember the incredible efforts of social reformers like Jyotiba Phule, Gandhiji, B.R. Ambedkar, and Periyar Ramasamy Naicker. They all fought for a society completely free of caste inequalities.
So to really put all of this into context, let's take a look at some of the actual numbers that show India's incredible social and religious diversity.
So this data from the 2011 census gives you a snapshot of the religious composition of our country. You can see the different percentages there. What's really interesting, though, is that these proportions have actually stayed remarkably stable since way back in 1961.
So we've covered some really core concepts today. But for a deeper analysis and to explore the other sections of this chapter, you should definitely check out our other explainers on the topic.
And there you have it. To really master this topic and totally ace your exams, be sure to like this explainer, share it, and drop a comment. And of course, subscribe to the A1 Institute YouTube channel. For admissions, notes, and some expert guidance, just check the description below for their phone number. Thanks so much for watching.